everyone, how are you? How's it going? I wanted to share this great story with you, but I'm trying to get my clock to work and I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. So let's try to do this. Timer. Start. Awesome. I'm trying to do 10-minute clips so it gets a little crazy. Hi everybody, happy Saturday. I have so many errands to run and I'm still home and I gotta get out of here before the bank closes for sure. But I want to tell you this really quick story and something that happened to me on the Long Island Railroad, and it was a really interesting thing that happened, so I want to share with you. For instance, I take the railroad every day to go to work, and while I'm on the train, hey Darcy, I was sitting next to this young lady who was struggling, okay? Struggling. She was, she was just, it was not a good time for her. She had all kinds of chest things going on, and she just kept coughing and doing all kinds of stuff, and she did not sound good, and I felt really bad for her. She was really struggling. So I said to her, are you okay? And she says, she goes, it's seasonal stuff. I just go through this each season, and it's kind of what happens. I said, well, are you taking anything? Are you taking any? She goes, I have cough drops in my bag, and she goes, I'm on certain medications, but they make me really drowsy, and I was working today. I'm just getting home from work, so when I get home, I'll take them, but they make me fall asleep. So, she says, I can't wait to get home and feel better. In the meantime, she sounded horrible, and my heart broke for her. So I said to her, would you be open to something? If I gave you something, an alternative, would you be open to it? And she said, of course I would be open to it. Do you have something that you think would help me? I go, yeah, for sure. She looked a little doubtful. Hi, Annalisa. But she said, okay. So I grabbed my business card. I always have a couple of business cards in my bag. And I always keep oils in my bag. That's just what I do. So I grabbed some RC. I'm not RC, Raven. I'm sorry, Raven. RC, Raven. It's kind of the same, right? So I grabbed the Raven and I put a few drops on my business card. And I rubbed it in really well. And I also said, give me your palm. And I put some Raven on her palm and she rubbed it together and she started breathing it in. And I told her, take 6 deep breaths. Take 6 deep breaths and see how you feel. Well, sure enough, within seconds, she was feeling great and she was just doing really well. So I said to her, you feel better, right? She goes, oh my God, so much better. So she literally, the whole train ride I take Long Island Railroad into Jamaica Station, she was sniffing on the card and just like resting, and you could see she was calmer. She felt better, right? And she was just sniffing on the card. So the train was ready to close the doors, and she looked and she goes, oh my God, this is my station. I have to get off the train. And she bolted off the train. And so I felt so good because, first of all, everybody around me was probably grateful for a number of reasons. One, the train smelled fabulous, right? The train smelled really good. Number two, she wasn't hacking a lung anymore. She was totally, her chest cavity was so relaxed. Now she was relaxed. She felt better. She was resting. So I'm like, she was grateful. So much so that she forgot she had to get off the train. So it was great to see that I could help someone in that capacity. That makes my day. That makes my day that I can do something as simple as give somebody an oil and say, here, try this, and it'll help you feel better. And it did. So that's my story with, the train girl, and it's also my story with life. So growing up, my daughter has always had, and till today still does, she always has trouble with any kind of respiratory issues, with any kind of nasal issues, with seasonal changes, right? It hits her right in the throat, the seasonal changes. So a little bit about why I love Raven is because it kind of impacts those things. It impacts all the issues that we're looking for. Just like now, Annalisa said, exactly. So, a little bit about Raven, so I just want to be perfectly clear. All the oils that I talk about are Young Living. The reason I talk about Young Living is because it's the only company that has 100% therapeutic grade essential oils. It's the only company that you can ingest oils. I think a lot of people don't realize that, and they're just buying stuff on Amazon or they're buying stuff at GNC, it's not the same. Be careful what you buy because what you buy may not work or may actually harm you. So you have to be educated. That's why I'm on here, to educate you guys. If you know a Young Living distributor, go to that distributor. I'm not saying come to me. Go to who you believe. If somebody is selling Young Living or sharing Young Living and it's a friend of yours or a family member that you know, be sure to reach out to them. This is not about just Kathy. It's about doing what's best for you and your health and your family's health. So with that, I have 4 minutes left. I just want to tell you a little bit about Raven, right? It has camphor in here, it has lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus radiata. That's why it smells so good. I call this Vicks in a bottle. All right, so throw it in a diffuser, put it on your chest, rub it around your nasal cavity, put it on your temples, on your forehead, back of your neck. You want to breathe this in. Put it in the palm of your hands and breathe it in. Put some in warm water and do a tent and just get it all in there, right? It opens things up really well. So it says here, diffuse up to 30 minutes 3 times a day. You can dilute 1 drop with some vegetable oil and you can rub it on your Vitaflex points. Use it as a hot compress over lungs, which is really good. So it supports the body's, it supports the body and helps. I tried to write this really compliantly, so bear with me. So you use it as an alternative rather than stuff that might that could really hurt you. So my whole job smells like it right now. Okay, Annalisa, I bet. So it supports the body, helps slow down the body's response to anything that's happening in the chest. So if there's something that's happening, you're trying to get things down, it's not working right? Put a little Raven on your chest, again, breathe it in. Supports your nasal cavity when you're having trouble. If you're having trouble maybe breathing and you need to, you can't get anything up there, it drives you crazy. So definitely helps you with that. It's great for seasonal issues. It supports your throat and helps you breathe better. So if you have any kind of issues with your throat, with your chest, so it's definitely something you should have in your arsenal this time of year in particular. I'm sure there's a lot of parents out there that are wishing that they had something instead of giving their children medication. And medication is good, but medication, I know when Annalisa was young, some of the medication I had to give her would actually create hyperactivity. So this was a child who was very mild in demeanor and very calm and quiet, and I would give her certain things that had steroids in it, and she was pushing a bed across the room like a lunatic, like I thought she was possessed by the devil. So yeah, totally use this. You'll call me in 20, leaving work in 15. Okay, Annalisa. So definitely think about putting Raven into your arsenal. If this is something that you find valuable and you want to share this with friends and family and anybody who you know is having trouble with these things and could use a little extra help, be sure to share this out. Share this out if you are a distributor and you want other people to learn about Raven. Share this out if you're someone who has the same issues or know somebody that has the same issues, and point them in my direction. I'd be happy to help them. Have a great Saturday, everybody. What is tomorrow's, let's see, what's tomorrow's discussion? Bear with me 1 minute and let's see what I will be addressing mañana. We're almost done. Let's see. Tomorrow, Citrus Fresh. Tomorrow we'll be talking about Citrus Fresh. So a little bit here, I have stuff, so Citrus Fresh tomorrow. So until tomorrow, have a happy Saturday, everybody, and I will talk to you soon.